Hello everybody and welcome back to 2K14 Universe.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Nantucket, Long Island, New York, weighing 287 pounds, Mick Foley.
Bang bang. Mick Foley making his way to the ring to kick things off here tonight. Bang bang. He's set to face off against Yokozuna. Currently, we've got this interesting little situation going on between the combo of Yokozuna and Tensai, the WWE Tag Team Champions, and the odd combination of Mick Foley and Stone Cold Steve Austin.
105 pounds. Of the WWE Tag Team Champions, Yokozuna.
So Yokozuna out here tonight. Last week on Raw we saw a season 4 first ever loss of Tensai. 8-1 is his record now. I believe Yokozuna stands at 8-0 himself, actually, going into tonight's match. It might be 9-0, but I think it's 8-0. I'm going to quickly double check that. I don't like to spell off things that I think are facts and it turns out they're wrong. Or what's the matter, I can find out if Tensai's record is, well, was 8-1, whereas Yokozuna comes in tonight at 6-0, my mistake. But this is, of course, his first run here in the WWE, whereas Tensai, he did suffer losses in the past, but since teaming with Yokozuna this season, he has been untouchable till Austin beat him. I am actually using my streaming program to record this today. It looks like it's got a slightly higher quality picture. Frames dropped a little bit there, but I think that's actually the game. I don't think that's the recording. Because, I mean, I've been doing my Pokemon Violet playthrough on my Just Jits channel using this exact program and these exact recording settings, and it's been looking great. So I thought this way, I don't have to sync up the audio, and none of the recording problems I keep having happen in this program. That is exclusively the program that my capture card uses. It can be a little bit faulty, whereas OBS has never had any problems with that, and obviously if it does, the video will keep recording anyway. The video itself will be fine, it's just the game might cut out or something, but I don't have to keep stopping the recording and fixing stuff. So this just seemed like the better solution after what happened on SmackDown. I'm sure you all remember what happened this past Friday on SmackDown. We lost an entire main event and an entire, well, it was only a run-in from Randy Orton. As I said before, you know, this past Friday on SmackDown, Sandow was set to face off against Cena, and Randy Orton ran out. He hit an RKO on both of them. Lots of fumbling, lots of attempted pinfalls, lots of 2K14 goodness, and then after that, Triple H came out, and Randy Orton beat him too. He was just on a roll this past Friday on SmackDown. I have to talk about it. I wouldn't normally talk about SmackDown. I got to, because otherwise you guys aren't going to get that information, because that episode has been and done, and we all know by the time I get around to recording the next episode of SmackDown, it'll be 7 years from now, and I'll have aged a lot, and have gone senile, and I won't remember anything anymore. That's right, I'm gonna go senile at 36. You heard it here first. Mick Foley putting him in a body bag, so to speak, as he's taking control of Yokozuna. It would be quite incredible if Mick Foley handed Yokozuna his first loss here tonight. There's been a lot of rallying lately for Austin and Foley to compete for the WWE Tag Team Championship, something I don't know if we'll ever see. I don't think Austin has any interest in being friends with, let alone tag team partners with Mick Foley. I said it. You heard it here first. I'm just going to make sure that my frame rate settings are what I want them to be. Because I can actually edit the video on the fly, which is really nice. I don't have to... I don't have to, like... stop the recording to do anything. I mean, I could just turn the picture off. If I wanted to, I could, give me a minute. I could put a basketball on the screen, and we could just have that in the corner the whole time. This is nice. On the fly editing. I'm living in 2012 now, baby. Nice leg sweep there by Mick Foley. Just looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the others, is what I had to say right there. We're in an interesting situation to do with our main event tonight here between Batista and Goldberg. I guess we all should have really seen this coming, but apparently, I don't know, there's no backstage footage of this. Batista will not be going into his match with Goldberg at 100% here tonight. He was jumped by The Miz backstage prior to our main event tonight. It seems like the alignment between Goldberg and The Miz is still as strong as ever. Apparently, Miz didn't manage to get many moves in before Batista was able to recover and fend him off. But yeah, once again, The Miz got involved, and he has softened Batista up a little bit. I hear with a steel chair prior to tonight's main event, as before the show went on the air. No footage of that. And a big belly-to-belly by Yokozuna. One of the most devastating belly-to-bellies I feel like anyone could take. And Mick Foley, a glutton for punishment, he kicks out. Uh-oh. Oh, you know what's coming. Dragging Foley over. Yokozuna getting ready. Bonsai! And there it is. Cover attempt on Foley. Foley can't kick out. I mean, it looked like he tried to a little bit there, but I think he might have got his shoulder up a little too late. Yokozuna dominating Mick Foley, and I think this is going to set back the idea of Stone Cold Steve Austin and Mick Foley competing for those tag team championships. Now, I need to remind you that last week on Raw, after Austin defeated Tensai, Austin issued the challenge to Yokozuna. This was supposed to be Austin competing against Yokozuna here tonight. Obviously, that did not happen. Mick Foley stepped up. He wanted the fight. Yokozuna accepted Foley's challenge. I don't know if maybe he's afraid of Stone Cold, but Yokozuna, 7-0 now, as he continues to remain undefeated. Will Austin get that match against Yokozuna? Only time will tell as we move on to our next match of the night, which is...
Making his way to the ring, from Ghana, West Africa, weighing 221 pounds, Kofi Kingston.
Sorry to my Indian viewers, my Russian viewers, and about 14 other countries, but Kofi Kingston makes his entrance, and that means this video got VG Del Rio 14 copyright claim once again. Shout out to WWE for not just fucking whitelisting me on that video. Every single time I get that copyright claim, I really got to fix these mini-trons.
Approaching the ring, representing the New World Order, from Miami, Florida, weighing 280 pounds, Scott Hall.
Well, they could very well be the next in line for the WWE Tag Team Championships. Obviously, I said before that people want to see Mick Foley and Steve Austin face off against Yokozuna Tensai for the tag titles, but obviously they're not an official tag team, and they're damn well not the contenders. But I'll tell you what team I do see a lot of potential in, and that is the combination of Scott Hall and Kevin Nash. The New World Order is looking stronger than ever. I hate to admit that. You know, I got a lot of admiration for the history, the success of Shawn Michaels, a former tag team champion with Triple H, D-Generation X over on SmackDown, and of course a former WWE champion, the second man to have ever held the WWE Championship. But I also have to be real and look at the situation as it is. I think Scott Hall coming to Monday nights, I think, you know, the former Razor Ramon really making his presence felt right from the get-go. Literally just cutting the line, not even wasting time competing over on Superstars and working his way up the ranks. He just aligned with his boys, his bros, Hogan and Nash. I think he's very quickly making waves. And Kofi Kingston taking exceptional notice to that. Of course, he's a former tag team champion in his own right. Kofi Kingston hasn't really seen a whole lot of success lately ever since his former tag team partner, Justin Gabriel, turned his back on him. I feel like we've really seen a little bit of a downfall for Kofi Kingston once again, which is a shame. I think he's a great guy, great competitor, but these things, they can't be helped. I'll tell you, Scott Hall, he is a heavy hitter. Pulls no punches. This guy is vicious.
On any given night, anything can happen in the WWE.
Suplex dropping down Kofi Kingston. They're trying to Kevin Nash or Hulk Hogan here tonight. Interestingly enough.
Kofi's speed comes into play.
Do wonder what the New World Order's next plan of action is. Haven't seen Hulk Hogan since they failed to become WWE champion, or all three members failed to become WWE champion at No Way Out. Saw Kevin Nash and Hall last week in tag team action as they defeated 3MB's Drew McIntyre and Jinder Mahal. Drew and Jinder will once again be the welcoming committee up next, as we will finally be welcoming The Shield to Monday Night Raw. They've of course been a part of the Raw roster for a little while now, competing over on Superstars, but here tonight we will officially see in The Shield as parts of Monday Night Raw. All they got to do is defeat Jinder Mahal and Drew McIntyre and really secure that spot as a active part of Monday nights. I tell you, Kofi is having a hard time, I think, dealing with Scott Hall. Still used to him being Razor Ramon. That is not his name anymore. Big choke slam on Kofi Kingston, and Kofi's able to kick out. And Kofi. Oh, okay, I like Kofi. Maybe got a little bit of something going for him here. Don't waste time gloating, Kofi. Drop kick. Kofi coming off the ropes. Boom. We're seeing that signature offense of Kofi Kingston. Boom, boom, drop. He got him. Kofi Kingston laying out Razor Ramon. Is this going to be enough? No. And Kofi charging. Oh! I think Kofi was looking for a trouble in paradise. And I think he experienced a little bit of his own trouble in paradise. Razor Ramon pulling him away from the ropes, and Kofi's still hanging in there. He's still in this. Oh. Uh-oh. And there we see. I'm going to keep calling it the Razor's Edge. I know it's the Outsider's Edge when he's Scott Hall. I like the Razor's Edge more. And basically just the WWE name for it anyway. Cover attempt here, and Kofi Kingston lights out. That is a devastating finishing move by Scott Hall. I hope he still has his, I mean, I guess he wouldn't have that face. Maybe he will. Maybe he'll still have the face. Maybe his victory animation will end the same as the Razor Ramon one. I just want the Scott Hall face. I mean, the Razor Ramon face. You know the one. You know the one. I don't think I've ever seen this victory animation in my life. Well, Scott Hall is victorious, and the NWO, they make their presence felt some more. This guy has, as I say, he's jumped the line. Didn't even waste time on Superstars. And he is victorious. Oh, okay. I'm going to miss that smile. That's a shame. Anyway, we move on. As I said before, up next, 3MB, Drew McIntyre, Jinder Mahal. They seem to be having a hard time working as a tag team. Well, they're going to be really put to the test up next, because they're facing off against The Shield. And let me tell you, if you haven't seen these guys compete on NXT or Superstars, they are lethal. Back here on Monday Night Raw, and you see our ring announcer singing the song, the national anthem of The Shield. There's Seth Rollins with a stern look on his face. There's Roman and Dean. I believe it's Rollins and Ambrose competing here tonight.
On the way to the ring, at a total combined weight of 434 pounds, representing The Shield, Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose.
There you go, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose. They'll be competing in this one here tonight. Roman Reigns will be standing by at ringside. These three, they always mean business. And this is a big moment for these guys. They started out on NXT just a couple months ago, and they have really been making a strong impression.
And their opponents, at a total combined weight of 478 pounds, representing 3MBs, Jinder Mahal and Drew McIntyre.
I believe Heath Slater is missing something here tonight, and by something I mean the Cruiserweight Championship, which I believe he'll be due to defend pretty soon. I wonder if maybe any of the Shield will have their sights set. I believe Seth Rollins and maybe Ambrose qualify for the Cruiserweight Championship. Can't actually say I know for certain. The divisions are a little strange for that championship because I believe Zack Ryder is actually above the weight limit, but he's able to compete for it. So I don't really know how that works, but you never know. Heath Slater will be due to defend that championship pretty soon. Oh god, Jinder's eyes. And I tell you, 3MB are not looking great these days. They had such a huge moment at WrestleMania, and they just don't seem to be able to bounce back from it. But nothing seems to bring their spirits down, and I like that. Best entrance in the business right here. There's three dudes having the best time. Oh, this is going to be a tough one. Obviously, Drew McIntyre, I always mention this, a very seasoned vet here at this point. You know, I spoke earlier tonight about Tensai and Yokozuna's undefeated streak. You know, Drew McIntyre was, I believe, the first undefeated streak we ever witnessed in this universe. Back in Season 1, I think he went a 9-0 before losing a match. I know those aren't the most incredible winning streaks of all time, don't get me wrong, but, you know, he still had one. Like 2 months without taking a single loss after debuting. A big suplex there by Drew McIntyre. And I mentioned this before, I mention this every time. I feel like it's an important thing to mention, is that Drew McIntyre once almost defeated Brock Lesnar. This man at one point was very much, I'd say, on the forefront of becoming World Heavyweight Champion. And I do feel like he's taking his career almost a little too lightly, a little for granted these days in 3MB. It seems like he's kind of softened a bit. And I think it's kind of taken some of the edge off of Drew McIntyre and who he is. But I think somewhere deep down in there, there is that chosen one, that major star is still in there. And I do wonder if perhaps he can shine with that in 3MB, or if maybe one day he's got to say goodbye to these two. Oh, nice move there by Ambrose. A very different type of suplex. It's like a suplex into a DDT. Ambrose has got some very unorthodox offense. There's no one quite like Dean Ambrose. And in comes Seth Rollins. I'll tell you, in a matter of years, I think you are looking at three guys who... This match right here is going to be a big historical moment in the shift, I think, of eras. I think you're looking at three guys that are really going to shake the very foundation of Raw, SmackDown, and wherever they end up being. Drew taking Seth to the corner. I think a lot of people kind of blame the oh, blind tag there by Jinder Mahal. I was about to say, a lot of people kind of blame the fall of 3MB on this man in the ring right now, Jinder Mahal. Never really had the best track record before joining 3MB. Some people actually say that it kind of feels like Drew and Heath took pity on Jinder Mahal. He's kind of the loser of the three. It's harsh to say, it's harsh to think that people feel this way, but you know, Twitter exists, and there's some very mean people on there. I must admit, yeah, you look at the win-loss records of Heath Slater and Drew McIntyre. I think Slater has suffered quite a lot of losses in his career, unfortunately. I think Drew's a bit more of a winner than the other two, but Jinder Mahal, I think he's not even hit double digits in career victories. And of course, he's not one of the former WWE Tag Team Champions of 3MB either. I think that's quite important to mention. Okay. Jinder Mahal letting us all catch a whiff of it. Nice chop there. I cannot believe Jinder Mahal tagged himself in. You could kind of see a bit of upset on the face of Drew McIntyre after that. Neck breaker takes down Jinder Mahal. Seth Rollins, look at this. This is a devastating move in his offense. Ooh, buckle bomb. Driving the back of Jinder Mahal into the corner, and he just about manages to kick out there. Oh, nice kick there by Seth Rollins. And Rollins out the rope. Ooh, big knee to the face. You can't see that knee. Seth Rollins, I don't know what the hell he's doing. He's losing his damn mind is what he's doing. And here we see sliced bread by Seth Rollins. Cover attempt here on Jinder Mahal, and Heath Slater's mouth seems to be keeping 3MB alive in this one.
I can't believe everything that's
Seth off the drives the knee into the midsection. Cover attempt here. Looks like Seth really got Jinder Mahal where he wants him right now. This guy's not got any fight in him.
You can see the wear and tear that this fight has taken out of these men.
I'll tell you, the Shield, as I say, they're going to be making the most of these minutes right now in this match. This is their first match here as official Raw Superstars on Raw. They've been officially members of the Raw roster for over a month, I'd say. And they've absolutely dominated down in Superstars. Roman Reigns tore his way through Brodus Clay, Dean Ambrose with a great match against Jake Roberts. And Seth Rollins, I believe had a great match against Kofi Kingston over on Superstars. And then just this past Saturday, we saw the team of Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns defeat Antonio Cesaro and Jack Swagger, former World Heavyweight Champion and the 2012 Royal Rumble winner. And that's how they managed to find themselves here on Raw tonight. Jinder Mahal now, looking for a big top rope move. Butterfly suplex off the top. Suplex. Said that really weird, didn't I? Cover attempt here, and Dean Ambrose breaks that one up. I feel like Jinder is kind of hogging the spotlight for 3MB right now. I feel like he needs to get Drew in the ring. Of course, they say that. There we go. Drew is in after Jinder tagged himself in, and I don't know where the hell Drew was swinging there. I've been a little too sidetracked by Dean Ambrose. And Jinder fighting dirty here.
I just can't get over the physicality of this
Ooh,
match. This has been brutal.
Disrespect by 3MB, turning it up a notch here. And ooh, flatliner. Seth Rollins could be down and out. I mean, welcome to Raw. It's gonna be a little harder for the Shield here. And now Drew to a Future Shock GDT, and Jinder screwed that one up for him. Bumped straight into Drew McIntyre as he was about to go for the Future Shock DDT. Ooh, wow. What a move. That was pretty crazy. Cover attempt here on Drew McIntyre, and Heath Slater's once again running his mouth off. Kick to the midsection. Bridge and suplex. Referee has told Heath Slater to get the hell out of here. Now becomes a 2-on-3 situation. Maybe this should have been a 6-man tag. I feel like that would have been a little more sensible. DDT. See the moment that Drew McIntyre went for the Future Shock DDT, and Jinder Mahal blew it for 3MB right there and then.
Do those thoughts creep in of what do I have to do to put this match to rest? And I don't know.
DDT off the top.
Superstar, if you ever have those thoughts of self-doubt. He's got him hooked.
We're going to see another buckle bomb to Drew. That back is going to be screaming in agony.
This has been a war.
Ooh. I believe it was actually Jinder that took the first one, so I don't know why I said that. Seth taking Drew away from the corner, into the cover. And Drew's just about able to kick out. And Drew now, this time once again going for it. Jinder didn't screw that one up for him. Future Shock. Cover attempt here by Drew McIntyre as he beat the Shield. Roman Reigns getting involved. I guess that's only fair play after the amount of involvement we saw from Heath Slater, and Jinder Mahal laid his hands on Roman. He's not really supposed to do that. DDT. Over attempt. Some of these fans, the way they scream. And Seth Rollins with another sliced bread dead center of the ring. Here comes Dean Ambrose to keep Jinder at bay, and he doesn't manage to do it. Just kind of took a really long way around.
If you're just joining us, welcome to
Hello, Michael Cole, alongside the Hall of Famer Jerry the King Lawler. Tag made. What is this? Ooh. What is Roman doing over on the 3MB side of the ring? He has no business being over there.
You're tuned into Monday Night Raw, live and in high definition.
Cover attempt. I mean, Drew's got to be done. Jinder Mahal is kind of forcing Drew to endure more punishment at this point. Guy's got no fight left in him, evidently. He's taking some heavy moves in this match. Jinder obviously just not wanting to lose, and I can respect that. But
is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
what is Dean Ambrose looking to do here? Oh, wow. I felt the impact on that powerbomb. Now Dean locking up the entire body of Drew McIntyre in this submission hold. And Drew's got no choice but to tap. Well, Shield are victorious. Really felt like there was a lot of miscommunication here from the Shield tonight. I mean, from 3MB. I hope this isn't the beginning of the end for those guys. I feel like they only just really got started. Jinder Mahal just need to be tripping over his two left feet the whole match.
Representing the Shield, Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose.
You want to talk about a tag team war?
Well, that was a pretty big matchup here tonight. I'd say that the Shield had a very impressive start to their career on Raw, officially. I say they've technically been a part of the Raw roster for a little while now, but really got their foot in the door with this matchup. Their first official match on Raw, and they are victorious. As we move on now, it's time for the Divas. Well, it was last week here on Raw that this woman picked up the biggest underdog victory of her career. She pinned one of the most unbeatable women in WWE history. I'm talking about Lita. And it did come with a little bit of help from Natalya. But here tonight she faced Natalya, and these two are no strangers to each other. They've had a lot of matches in the past. But if Kaitlyn can defeat Natalya here tonight, then next week here on Raw, Lita will defend her Divas Championship against both Kaitlyn and Natalya. However, if Natalya wins, she'll be facing Lita one-on-one next week, and Natalya wasted no time getting a cheap shot in here on Kaitlyn. I think she wants to make sure that that does not happen next week. And oh my god, Natalya going straight in for a discus. You gotta be kidding me. This is not seriously gonna be it already. Natalya with a discus clothesline and Kaitlyn able to kick out. Thank goodness. I'd hate to see this one come to an end that quickly.
But imagine you were a diva. No, as in Kaitlyn's opponents. What's your plan going into the match? Look, we all know this match is to determine the #1 contender for the Divas Championship.
That's technically correct.
She looks focused and she looks ready to earn that spot.
Oh, okay. I don't know, when he said, imagine you're a diva, I was expecting something really weird from Lawler. And even though I didn't want to hear it, I kind of wanted to hear it. That's why I went quiet for a minute there. Sharpshooter here, applied on Kaitlyn. And as she was about to reach the ropes, Natalya released the hold. Very vindictive move there by Natalya. She is fighting mean tonight. I guess obviously a lot of people called Natalya the Flute Champion of 2012 when she won the Divas Championship from Lita. A lot of people say she didn't deserve that opportunity and that she only won the championship because of Lita's screw up in the match. I am one of those people that is of that belief. And you see, Natalya's got a lot to prove right now. I can understand that. But surprised to see this mean streak coming out of Natalya here tonight. I guess she's got to really brace herself. Facing off against Lita next week is going to be a really tough match for Natalya.
Oh, the elbow connects.
Nice hip toss there by Kaitlyn. And as I mentioned earlier tonight, Miz attacked Batista before the show got going. I can confirm, as I mentioned before, Batista will still compete against Goldberg in the main event here tonight, but I don't love Batista's chances. Goldberg, again, another man who has yet to have suffered a loss. This is his first time main eventing Monday Night Raw one-on-one. And this is a Money in the Bank qualifier. The winner of tonight's main event will join Dolph Ziggler in the WWE Championship Money in the Bank ladder match. Big drop kick across the head of Natalya by Kaitlyn.
When Monday Night Raw heads to your neck of the woods, do yourself a favor and go be a part of the longest running weekly episodic television show in history.
Don't tell me what to do. What a knee drop. These two are definitely not holding back against each other. I say no strangers to each other. I believe Kaitlyn has beat Natalya in the past. Natalya has beat Kaitlyn in the past. Here tonight, they maybe look to settle the score a little bit. Jawbreaker by Natalya. Put him in a body bag. You heard him. Cover attempt here. Nope. And another discus clothesline. Second one in this matchup. Natalya in the cover here. Kaitlyn's down. Oh, wow. Kaitlyn's still kicking out. I'm not trying to say I don't think Kaitlyn's any good. Don't take that the wrong way. But I really thought that was going to be it. Kaitlyn. Back body drop. Natalya taking her away here. Going for another sharpshooter. Center of the ring. Kaitlyn's got nowhere to go. That's gotta be it. There's one Bret Hart. A lot of matches back when he was Intercontinental Champion. I think it's gonna force a submission out of Kaitlyn here tonight. She is tough. She's as tough as they come, and she is reaching for that rope. And she got it. Wow. Natalya looked frustrated staring down at Kaitlyn there. It's a lot of big elbows. Mention a big elbow. I must admit, I'm glad to see no interference from the from Lita in this one. After Natalya got involved last week, it's nice to see Lita not bitter to have suffered that loss to Kaitlyn. Oh. Natalya lifting Kaitlyn up, and oh, Kaitlyn, more fight in her. Kaitlyn, what are you doing? Kaitlyn, what are you doing? I'm sorry, I love you moment from Kaitlyn as she delivers a vicious spear to Natalya. Cover attempt. Oh no! And there's a very Edge and Christian style heel kick. I really thought that spear was going to be it. Leg drop by Natalya.
Huge shot to the midsection. I can't believe everything that's transpired thus far. It's been so physical.
Ooh. Down it goes. Cover attempt here from Natalya on Kaitlyn. Is that a no? Somehow this one just keeps on going. I definitely think of the matches we've seen between these two in the past, this is their biggest, most standout performance yet. Is it over? No. Oh, what a shoulder tackle. Kaitlyn really showing how tough she is. The way Natalya went flying. And now Kaitlyn with a suplex into a cover. Very nicely executed. Cover attempt here. Oh, wow. I really thought that was going to be 3. And a knee DT.
Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness.
Kaitlyn got Natalya up. Surprised we haven't seen another spear out of Kaitlyn. Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. This match has been really good. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, good. Ooh, leg sweep. Kaitlyn. What's she doing here? Natalya up on her shoulders. Ooh! Similar to the go to sleep, but dropped her on her knee. To the gut, I mean. And Kaitlyn picking up another huge victory. And now, as I mentioned before, next week's Divas Championship match will be a triple threat. Lita, Natalya, and Kaitlyn for the Divas title. This could be a huge moment in Kaitlyn's career. You know, we've been talking about who could be the future of the Divas division. We've seen Lita, we've seen Natalya. They've kind of dominated the division for a long time in the past. Could Kaitlyn be the face of a new era for the Divas division? This has been an impressive set of victories. She beat the Divas champion last week, the former Divas champion this week. Let's see if she can beat them both next week and become the new Divas champion. Keep it going. Alright, well, anyway, keeping things going. It's our main event now, as up next, Batista and Goldberg, one-on-one with a Money in the Bank spot on the line. Well, thank God, it looks like Goldberg is coming out alone here tonight. I was worried we were going to see more screwy finishes involving him and The Miz. Oh. Spoke too soon. There he is. He was already down by the ring. Well, Goldberg so far has been very impressive, and perhaps one of his most notable victories was a 2-on-1 victory over Batista at No Way Out. This man also defeated Daniel Bryan in his debut match, and he has been on a little bit of a tear of the Raw roster ever since. And for some reason, this man seems to think that The Miz is a victim. He's decided to take sympathy on him and say that he's going to be in his corner. Miz gets ready for a WWE Championship match with The Rock in just 3 weeks' time. The Rock has not been in competition since No Way Out, whilst The Miz recently defeated Daniel Bryan last week. And here he comes. It's a good thing he came out second too, after what went down earlier tonight, making sure he doesn't get jumped on the way to the ring. This man wanted a shot at the WWE Championship, and The Miz stole that from him. He claimed he was doing that to The Miz.
And approaching the ring from Washington, D.C., weighing 290 pounds, the Animal, Batista.
Batista has said that should he beat Goldberg here tonight and become Mr. Money in the Bank at Money in the Bank, this man will cash his briefcase in advance, something that's not been done before, because he wants a straight-up one-on-one main event WWE Championship match against The Rock at SummerSlam. He believes The Rock is not going to lose the championship to The Miz, and he wants that match that he mentioned months ago when he was jumped by The Miz. And he said that should he win Money in the Bank, he's going to use it the respectful way on The Rock, and he's going to just openly challenge for the WWE title. There we go, and obviously this is going to be a hard-hitting main event. Batista and Goldberg, a first time ever here in the main event of Raw. Second time these two have ever set foot in the ring, and I think Goldberg did a lot of the damage to Batista that allowed The Miz to get that pinfall victory over Batista that named Miz #1 contender to the WWE Championship.
How do you feel Goldberg compares to other all-time strongmen? And two, how do you beat him?
The Predator. Who is that about? Who is that sign about? The Miz?
And a jaw-jacking punch. It's an amazing atmosphere in this arena tonight. What a counter by Batista.
Oh. As I say, this should be a great main event tonight. Two absolute powerhouses, one-on-one. Batista is not 100% here tonight. Miz is in Goldberg's corner already pulling funny business. He doesn't even need to do that right now. This match has only just begun.
If you haven't done it yet, check out WWE.com. You'll find updates and blogs from all your favorite superstars. Intercepted. Oh man, hard landing.
I hear that next week Brock will be back in action on Monday Night Raw. It'll be great to see the WWE Champion back in action as he slowly but surely becomes the longest reigning WWE Champion combined, that is, in history. Still hasn't beat the JBL's championship reign. That'd be a very hard one to beat. Just shy of half a year JBL held the WWE title for. As these two find their way outside the ring, I wouldn't be surprised if Batista accidentally knocked into the Miz at some point. Goldberg looking to try and throw Batista into the barricade. Couldn't be looking for a count-out victory, could he? Goldberg says he's so big and bold and he stands up to bullies. Count-out victory would be kind of pathetic from someone like Goldberg. This one's back inside the ring, and I have a feeling this will be a very long main event. We may see quite a lot of that 20-minute time limit put to use in this one. Back and forth. These two seeming pretty evenly matched in terms of strength and speed. Ooh. Vicious clothesline by Goldberg. Talking about absolute giants facing off in the main event. Look at this Wednesday's NXT. Andre the Giant set to defend his NXT Championship officially for the first time as he faces off against his former partner, King Kong Bundy. This comes after Andre the Giant walked out on Bundy last week in the NXT Tag Team Championship main event, allowing Bundy to lose to the Nexus when they could have so easily, I'd say, become NXT Tag Team Champions. An extremely questionable decision by Andre the Giant. You wonder where their manager, you know, the leader of the Heenan family, stands on the separation of Andre the Giant and King Kong Bundy. Frankly, I think that man, Bobby Heenan, he's so slimy, he'll just go with whoever's got the bigger paycheck. And that's whoever's going to be walking out with the championship. Don't be surprised if that guy is nowhere to be seen during our main event this Wednesday on NXT. No, my God, no!
Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other. Batista into the cover. And there's a hard right hand. Where does Goldberg find the strength to be able to keep fighting?
5 minutes deep and it feels like this match is still very freshly started. This is exactly what I was talking about. These two feel so evenly matched. Obviously, I'd say Batista's got a lot more going behind him. You talk about what this man has accomplished just in this year alone since returning earlier this year at WrestleMania. He absolutely floored and humiliated Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. Then at Extreme Rules inside Hell in a Cell, he settled the score with Lesnar one-on-one. No excuses of a surprise opponent, yada yada yada. He beat Brock Lesnar once again. We haven't seen Lesnar since. And Batista, you know, a former world heavyweight champion, main evented WrestleMania 2 after winning the 2011 Royal Rumble, where he once again defeated Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. Batista's really built himself a career off of defeating Brock Lesnar now that I think about it. All of his notable victories.
Batista's in trouble.
Batista. He said it really weird, and I just wanted to try it myself. as you normally would do, you know.
That was nowhere near a 3 count. Ooh, what?
I like how observant the commentary is sometimes.
He was able to reverse that. He's got him down. No trouble getting out of that one. Watch it.
Ooh, like a crossroads there by Goldberg. I'm in a body bag. Cover attempt. I don't actually think anyone said it. I just wanted to say it that time.
They're giving it absolutely everything they've got. Whoa,
Goldberg now looking for it. Here it comes the jackhammer. Cover attempt on Batista. Oh, I thought for sure there that Goldberg had just punched his way in to a Money in the Bank ladder match. I tell you what, if you're the US champion, Dolph Ziggler, this has got to be quite an intimidating sight to know. You're going to be facing off against one of these two for the Money in the Bank briefcase. Honestly, neither of these two are very comforting sights.
I just can't get over the physicality of this match. This has been brutal. And he gets out of the way.
Goldberg really pummeling Batista. I think we're starting to see that pre-show attack take its toll on Batista, unfortunately. I'm not trying to make excuses for Batista. He is my favorite, but I remain unbiased. But I do believe that that attack is playing a big role in how hard it's going to be to beat someone like Goldberg. I mean, Goldberg is already Goldberg before you get into that. It just makes things so much more tough for Batista to cover it. And look at this. I mean, what do you do? How do you overcome this? WWE Universe. Goldberg. Oh, wow. Very crafty submission hold here by Goldberg. Not exactly known for his submission-based offense, but that was a good move.
With Goldberg, the question isn't when, why, or how, but who? Who's next?
These two are so physical with one another, and thankfully it looks like Miz is out of here. It might be too little too late, though. Batista being worn down, and obviously if he did tap out there, I'd completely understand. This guy is fighting one hell of an uphill battle right now.
Look at the power.
Ooh.
The reversal from Goldberg. And there's the reversal.
Striking down in the face of Goldberg. Batista hanging in there. A lot of fight in this man still. Big blow. Oh, wow. Did not like the way that strike connected. And stomp in the midsection. So I'm just glad to see the Miz out of here now. It could be too little too late. Here comes Daniel Bryan. We know he's had his issues with Goldberg and the Miz. Batista, what are you doing? The run-in and reactions are so bad in this game. They make no sense. Daniel Bryan, I mean, grabbed a sledgehammer. He's mouthing off at the referee. Oh my God! Jesus! That is it. What a finish! Where the hell did that come from? Oh, Goldberg joins the Money in the Bank lap. No. No, yeah, damn right. I don't know why Goldberg would even be surprised. After everything that's gone on with Goldberg and Batista. This guy trying to make peace now? Don't make me laugh. Ridiculous. I don't know what Daniel Bryan's business was coming out here. But, very interesting inclusion. I have been told that next week here on Raw, due to the constant ongoing situation between these two, huge main event next week, The Rock will team up with Batista for the first time ever to face off against Goldberg and the #1 contender for the WWE Championship, The Miz. Can't wait to see that one.